Hi, good morning to everyone. This is Dr. A. Venkateshwar Naidu, working as Associate Professor in the Department of H&S, PBR WITS Kavali. Today, I am going to discuss different kinds of nouns and their usage, etc. Before we start the discussion, I want to know something from you. How many words do we have in English? Any one of you knows? Any one of you? No, no. You are saying no? Yes. Actually, nobody has counted the words of English. We have thousands and thousands of words in English. But all the words, whatever the word you take, suppose you take chair. Chair is a word. Chair must belong to one category. Talk is a word. It must belong to one category. On is a word. It must belong to another category. So what I want to tell you is all the words in English are divided into 8 classes, 8 groups according to their work they do in a sentence. Please listen. The division, the bifurcation was done based on the work they do in a sentence. So the 8 categories are: the first one is a noun, the second one is a pronoun, third one is adjective, fourth one is verb, fifth one is adverb, sixth one is preposition, seventh one is conjunction, eighth one is interjection. These are the 8 classes or 8 categories of a word. And sometimes in English we have a few words that will belong to 2 or more groups. But basically, every word in English must belong to any one of these 8 classes or groups. Please, all of you mind it. Let us come to the point. Today's topic is nouns. What is a noun? What are nouns? Listen, ma. A noun may be defined as the name of a person, place, or thing or idea. A noun may be defined as the name of a person, place, or thing is known as a nouns. Actually, the word noun has taken from the Latin word nomen. The word noun has been derived from the Latin word nomen. Nomen means the nomen. Nomen means name. Just everything that we see, touch, smell, taste, make, and even think are nouns. I want to explain you with images. See, here we have different images: car, telephone, and some seeds of beans seeds. So what I have explained you is noun is the name of a person, place, or thing. Some nouns we have, those can be thought of. Those can be thought of. So thought of means they don't have physical existence. Look at the examples. For example, car, water, pencil, beans, oak, capitalism, psychology, phone, light. These are the examples of nouns. What is a noun, ma? A noun may be defined as the name of a person, place, or thing. Place or thing. Classification of nouns. Division of nouns. So I have divided, listen, I have divided the nouns into 2 categories. Nouns are broadly divided into 2 categories. Please listen, ma, listen. Nouns are broadly divided into 2 categories. One is concrete noun, another one is abstract noun. Let us see what is concrete noun. Concrete nouns are those that can be seen and touched. Whatever the nouns, we have many more nouns like a visa is a noun, Shirt is a noun. Ring is a noun. Pen is a noun. Book is a noun. Bench is a noun. Car is a noun. Brick is a noun. Whatever the nouns we have, they can be counted and seen. The nouns which can be counted and seen, which can be seen and touched, known as concrete nouns. Let me know what is concrete noun. Concrete nouns are those that can be seen and touched, like mobile phone. Mobile phone is a concrete noun. Can you touch it? Can you see it? So it's a concrete. It is a concrete noun. Bottle. Can you see it? Can you touch it? It's a concrete noun. Pencil. Can you see pencil? Can you touch it? It's a concrete noun. So let me know what is concrete noun. Concrete nouns are those that can be seen and touched. Look at the examples. Water, book, chicken, music. So when we come to another kind of nouns, second kind of nouns, abstract nouns. Names something you cannot perceive with your five senses. Abstract nouns cannot be counted, cannot be seen, cannot be touched. They can only be thought of. Abstract nouns cannot be seen and touched. They can be only thought of. Can you see kindness? Can you see socialism? Can you see idea? Can you see youth? Can you see patience? No, we can't see them because they do not have any physical existence or any physical form. So these nouns are known as abstract. Abstract, invisible. We can't see and we can't touch them. Look at the examples. Hope, kindness, socialism, idea, sadness. So again, concrete nouns are of four. Basically, broadly nouns are of two, concrete and abstract. Concrete nouns are of four. Again, concrete nouns are divided into four categories. One is common noun and proper noun, collective noun and material nouns. Let us see what are common nouns. This is common nouns. Common nouns are those that can be applied to any one of a class or group. Common nouns are those that can be applied to any one of a class or group. Like names of any person, place, thing is a common noun. Student will be applied to all students. It's a class of students. Student is a common noun. Tool is a common noun. Pencil is a common noun. Ring is a common noun. Car is a common noun. Teacher is a common noun. Doctor is a common noun. Bench is a common noun. Chair is a common noun. Book is a common noun. Bottle is a common noun. Bank is a common noun. What is common noun? Common nouns are those that can be applied to any one of a class. Please, I want every one of you see the images. Student, pool, pencil, etc. Common nouns can be singular and plural form. In English, we have the number, singular number and plural number. Singular number denotes only one person or one place or one thing. Plural number denotes two persons, two places or two things. Two or more than two. Two or more than two persons, two places or two things. Only common nouns in English, only common nouns do have the number. No other noun will have the plural form. Let us see. Plural countable nouns refer to more than one person or thing. Teachers, teachers, teacher, teachers, book, books, wish, wishes, idea, ideas. Ways of forming the plural. The first rule. Majority of nouns will be converted into plural by adding s. See, majority of nouns will be converted into plural form by adding s. Book, books, school, schools, friend, friends. The second rule, words ending in common singular common nouns ending in S. End of a word, when we have S at the end of a word, singular noun, S, CH, SH, SS, XO. Add ES only. If any noun ending in the above said letters like S, CH, SH, SS, XO takes ES only. See the word, look at the word class. Class is ending in S. So we add ES. Watch is ending CH. If any word is ending in CH, takes ES. Gas, gases, wish, wishes, potato, potatoes, box, boxes. Please you try to understand. It's a very easiest rules. These are very easiest rules. When a noun is ends in a consonant and Y, make the plural with IES. Listen, any noun is ending in Y preceded by a consonant. Drop Y, add IES. Any common noun, any common singular noun ending in Y preceded by a consonant. Drop Y, add IES. Look at the examples. Lady ending in Y, D before Y, ending in Y before consonantal letter. We have 21 consonant letters. We have 5 vowel letters. A, E, I, O, U are vowel letters. Remaining of the consonants ending in Y. There will be consonant. So drop Y, add AS. Lady, ladies. Country, countries. Party, parties. If the noun is ending in Y, preceded by a vowel. So far we have discussed ending in Y by a consonant. Drop Y, add AS. Suppose a noun is ending in Y, there will be vowel before Y. Just we simply add S. Boy, Y before O. Vowel before Y. Boys, day, days, play, plays. Some common nouns have irregular plurals. Let us see. What is the plural form of man? Men, women, women, child, children, person, people, foot, feet, mouse, M-O-U-C-E, mouse, mice, tooth, teeth, ox, oxen. These are the irregular plural forms of the words. Man, don't say mans. Women, don't say women's. Child, don't say childs. Person, don't say persons. Food, don't say foods. Mouse, don't say mouses. Tooth, don't say tooths. Ox, don't say oxes. It's exceptional. Compound nouns generally form plurals by using the plural of a principal word. Principal word is nothing but its root word. The main word of something is known as a principal word. What is a compound noun? Compound nouns are the combination of two or more independent words. What is a compound noun? Compound noun are the combination of more or two or more words. The words will be divided, will be separated by using hyphen. Let us see, brother-in-law is singular. We convert the main word in compound into a plural form. Brother-in-law, brothers-in-law. Son-in-law, sons-in-law. Passer-by, passers-by. But there are a few compound nouns which take double plural. Man servant, men servants. Women servant, women servant. Women student, women students. Let us see another kind of concrete noun. This is a proper noun. Name of a particular person, place or thing. What is a proper noun? Names of a particular person. So far we have known, we have discussed common nouns. Let us discuss proper nouns. What is a proper noun? Name of a particular person, place or thing known as a proper noun. Particular person. All proper nouns begin with capital letters. If it is a proper noun, proper nouns begins with a capital letter. Kavali is the name of a particular place. It's a proper noun. Nellore is a particular place. It's a proper noun. Dr. A. Venkateshwar Naidu is the name of a particular person. It's a proper noun. PBR Wits is a proper noun. So I want to explain you proper noun with some images. Here we have the three images. See NTR, the great politician, the great artist, N.T. Ramarao. It's the name of a particular person, particular actor and politician. So it's a proper noun. When we come to second image, it's a hotel. Burj Arab Hotel. It's the name of a particular hotel like Fortune Kansas Hotel, Novotel, Bliss Hotel, Beamus Hotel. So when we come to another, it's the name of a particular statue. Sir Francis John Key statue, statue of Mahatma Gandhi, statue of Liberty in America. What is the proper noun? Proper noun is the name of a particular person, place, or thing. Mind it. All proper nouns begin with capital letters. Third kind of concrete nouns, collective nouns. These are the names of groups of persons, objects of the same kind, considered as a single whole. These are the names of groups of persons or object of the same kind, considered as a single whole. It's a collective noun. Let me explain you with a few examples. A crowd of people, a crowd of people, a herd of cattle, a fleet of ships, a team of players, a flock of sheep, a squadron of aeroplanes. More examples: family, head, class, troop, club. These are the more examples for collective nouns. Say collection, head, troop, etc. Material nouns. Names of the materials are known as material nouns, or names of the materials are substances out of which the things are made, like silver, copper, clay, aluminium, etc. Look at the examples: water, air, silver, gold, iron, copper, sand, coal, rock, sunlight, rain, earth, salt, etc. Material nouns from animals: egg, meat, honey, milk, silk, leather, wool, etc. There are more kinds of nouns as I discussed with you just now. Compound noun. Compound nouns are the combination of two or more words, are nouns consisting of more than a single words. They are classified in three groups. How compound nouns are formed? The formation of compound nouns will be done in three ways. One is hyphenated words, second one is separated words, third one is combined words. Let us see the examples for hyphenated words. Self-rule, 33, man at arms, sister-in-law. Let us see second category, separated words: comfortable, social security, dining room. Let us see third category of compound nouns. The formation of third category, combined words: school teacher, high school, bookshelf, landlord, headmaster. Countable and uncountable nouns. Again, nouns are up to countable and uncountable nouns. This is very important. In articles, this is very important. What is count? Nouns that we can count are known as countable nouns. Nouns that we can count are countable nouns. Like, can we count this? Can we say one mobile phone, two mobile phones, three mobile phones, four mobile phones is a countable noun? Can we count this? One pencil, two pencils, three pencils, four pencils, five pencils. Yes. Water bottle, can we count this? One bottle, two bottles, three bottles, four bottles. So whatever the things we are able to count by using the cardinal number, numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and so on, known as countable noun. Countable noun. One pen, two pens, three pens, etc. Uncountable nouns. Things that we cannot count are known as uncountable nouns. Like water, we can't count by using the number like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Water, can we say one water? No. Two waters? No. Milk, can we say one milk or two milks? No, it's not possible. Things that we cannot count are known as uncountable nouns. Uncountable nouns often refer to substances like food, water, wine, salt, bread, iron. Human feelings are qualities like anger, cruelty, happiness, honesty, pride. Activities like help, sleep, travel, work. Abstract ideas beauty, death, fun, life. We don't use uncountable nouns in plural form. So uncountable, mind one thing, note this, uncountable nouns don't have the plural form. We don't use indefinite article before uncountable nouns. Uncountable nouns don't take indefinite articles a or an before them. These are very, very important rules. Let me read again. We don't use uncountable nouns in plural. We do not use them with indefinite article a or an. We bought some new furniture. We don't say furnitures is wrong. That is useful information. We don't use any article before information like a or an. We can use some quantifiers with uncountable nouns. We use some quantifiers like some, a lot of with uncountable nouns. He gave me some useful advice. Some is a quantifier. They gave us a lot of information is quantifier. Nouns both with a countable and uncountable form. Some nouns have both a countable and uncountable form. Their meanings are closely related. George had hopes of promotion. Hope is a promotion. The first sentence, hope is a hope is a countable noun. We should always have hope is uncountable noun. The same word will be used as countable and uncountable nouns. And sometimes when we keep uncountable nouns in countable containers, then they will be counted. Like glass, water. Water is uncountable noun. When water is poured in glass, glass is a countable container. We can go on counting like one glass, two glasses, three glasses, four glasses, or five glasses. Some nouns have two meanings, one countable, other uncountable. Can I have a glass of water? I cut myself on some glass. Glass is countable, glass is uncountable. The time is an excellent paper. Paper is countable, made of paper is uncountable. Other nouns like these are business, industry, property, wood, power, time, or hair. Some countable nouns end in s. They look like plural count nouns, but they are not. Nouns like this generally refer to subject of study mathematics, physics, economics. See, these are uncountable nouns. They look like they are in plural form, but they never used as a plural sense. So they never take a plural verb. Even they look that they are in plural form. Like mathematics. See, the word mathematics is ending in s. Usually the people think it's a plural. No, it has no plural form. It is always used as a singular sense. So it always takes a singular word. Subject after mathematics, physics, economics. Activities, gymnastics, athletics. Games, cards, darts, billiards. Diseases, mumps, measles, rabies. Economics is a very difficult subject. Billiards is easier than pool or snooker. Nouns in the sentence. What is the word order for a sentence? Subject, verb, and there may be object. What does subject contain? Subject always contains a noun or a pronoun. A noun or a pronoun. Now we are discussing a noun. See the sentence. In a sentence, the nouns are used as the subject of the sentence. Look at the example. The boy plays in the garden. The boy is a subject, plays is a verb. What is boy? Boy is a noun. Boy is a subject. It's a noun. Which type of noun it is? It's a common noun and concrete noun. Concrete noun, common noun. You know that concrete nouns are divided into four: common, collective, material, proper nouns. Please see the example. The boy plays in the garden. It is in the present simple tense. Present simple tense. Boy is common and concrete noun. Noun in the sentence. Second one. In the sentence, The nouns are used as direct object, which are things that we are talking about. Direct object refers to inanimate things. Inanimate things means lifeless things. Whenever we have the lifeless things or inanimate things in the sentence, it is known as direct object. See, Thomas loses his wallet. It answers the question what? It answers the question what? Thomas loses his wallet. Wallet is a direct object because it has lifeless thing. It is an inanimate thing. All inanimate things are direct objects. What does Thomas lose? Thomas loses his wallet. Wallet common and concrete noun. Thomas proper and concrete noun. My dear students, I hope you understand various kinds of nouns. What is a concrete noun? What is abstract noun? What is common noun? What is proper noun? What is collective noun? What is material noun? The noun number, countable nouns, uncountable nouns, and concrete nouns. Please, all of you focus on this topic. This topic is very, very essential for you. This is the basic element. The basic element. When we have good base regarding this topic, definitely in your future, no problem. In your future, your communication, your English will be so far better. So I hope you understand. Every one of you should read all these topics very carefully. If any one of you has any doubt regarding this topic, you may contact me. My email ID and contact number are displayed in the slide. Please note down and you may contact. Thank you very much.